Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 20 of Cave Factory. And in the background, you're seeing some images from some end biomes. And yeah, we're going to get right into the episode here. Let's get right into this episode here. So, Better End Forge is, the thing that added a lot of that stuff. Of course, there was some, mixed generation with the ores and tinkers, but let's look at some things here. So better end forge. This mod is adding a few things that we need to look at, and I think yeah, so we need to look at this um thing right here. So let's make a couple of these. Let's then get two end stone bricks. And then we should be able to make an end-stone smelter. So this end-stone smelter will allow for us to actually duplicate, or actually no, it's not duplicate. I think it's like, yeah, you get like a little bit more, right? So you put two in, you get three. So it's not really the best return, but at the same time, who really cares? It'll work for us right now. So we're gonna throw two stacks in here, and then we'll throw in some blaze rods, and this will get us. I don't even know, because it's like you're basically getting three stacks at the end of the day with this, which is decent. So that should work. It's gonna take a while, and the reason we want to do it this way is because we actually need uh some of the stuff for. See if I can find it here. The Let me just look at the blocks here. Uh, Better, and then we'll just do block. So this block right here, the terminite block, will actually allow for us to get custom generation, right? Um, it's not mentioned here. So if I actually press U on this and then go to no recipe on this, right? See the custom generating. You can see that a terminite block with lava and water, so lava on top, water on the side, will actually generate all of this stuff. So we can actually get this ore, the Endor ore, Aurora crystals, and Amber ore. Amber ore is actually something I couldn't find any of during my exploration. So how do we obtain this ingot, right? So first things first, we need Ender dust and Talisman, or you could do iron. Um, and ender dust. So probably do some iron, honestly, a little bit more. But I'm going to make quite a bit of this stuff because it is probably useful, right? Like I'm pretty sure we can make armor with it, and that armor can be upgraded. I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe we don't really need this stuff. So we'll only make a little bit for right now. And if we need more of it, we'll come back to it. But that's how you kind of get a little bit more of that. Let's go for some iron here. Okay, so let's grab a stack of that. I have some ender dust on me. That basically is crafted by a smith hammer, an ender pearl or ender shard, and an anvil, and that'll give you one ender dust. Honestly, I don't understand why there's no difference between these two, because this one does more damage, but whatever. This will result in the ingots we need, and I'll be back because this is going to take a while. Also, I think this stuff is actually quite decent. Let's see. Better. So there's like this armor here, um, which is made with the terminite and a Tyrianum ingot, which is a terminite and netherite. So that's pretty expensive. But then there's also like this stuff. Um, so there's some good stuff you can actually do with this. I don't think this stuff is actually the best. I think the Eternium, which is actually better than Netherite, is probably the best bet. And we'll probably get that so we can then probably look in towards the Twilight Forest just a little bit. So yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna make some custom generation, which is the other ores so we can get amber ore. I don't really know how useful amber ore really is. I know you can get some raw amber from it. That raw amber is used for amber gems. Um, the amber block I know has some stuff. Uh, you can make the armor, make enchanted books. So not too much, but I believe the amber block has the respawn anchor. There isn't really too much. I think the biggest thing is honestly the ender shards. So I don't know if I really want to go for the actual custom generation then, because I don't see really a point in it. Because I don't even think I think you get end stone. That might be a big point, maybe. Let's go end stone recipe. Yeah, you get end stone from it, which is probably the best bet. Okay, I think we might avoid this. I'm not 100% sure because I don't think like we really have a use for a lot of this stuff, like dimensional shards, amber ore. Uh, that's expensive. Okay, anyway, I don't know why I just clicked on that, but I'm gonna get a little bit of this stuff. I think we're going to avoid the actual custom generation just because there isn't really a whole lot to it. And then we'll look at actually just getting the better armor and a few other things from that. So I will see you guys in a second here. So I've been just like working on stuff, getting things ready here. Um, I'm gonna make a hammer, a better hammer, a smith hammer here. And the reason is because it's probably a good idea, right? So let's go there, there. Actually, no, that's not how we do it. How do we do this? Use. Okay, smithing table. So this thing over here. So that. Here we go. We got a smithing hammer here. This smithing hammer actually does more damage than my sword, which is kind of funny. But we're gonna grab some ender pearls here because I need some ender dust. Okay, so let's just throw this stuff in here. Ender dust, and that's already broken. Man, they don't have a good anvil. Like, why is it so weak? All right. Okay, so let's go for like a generic talisman anvil here, and let's use up. Actually, let's just combine these together, make a full-fledged one. There we go. Okay, so I have been making the terminite ingots, and I'm making the terminite blocks to make the custom generator, and the reason why is actually because of the ultimate components and stuff later in the mod pack, because we will need a lot of ingots, right? So if I look up ultimate, um, the ultimate component, yeah, the ultimate component, right? And I look at this, you'll see that we do need thallium, terminite, and this yttrium ingot, which means that we do need a lot of this stuff, right? So we're going to go for that. Alrighty. So we might as well go out with go with as much as we can do. So let's go downstairs and place this stuff. I also did make a full set of armor because my netherite actually was like almost gone. Look at this. Like being in the end for that long, this stuff is basically like diminished as can be. So if I turn on advanced tooltips here and look at this, like this stuff was fully repaired, right? It's almost dead. This stuff should have a decent durability. If it doesn't, then oh well, we'll figure out something. We'll probably try to get Terra Steel sooner or later, but this is a decent armor set for now. Um, I think what I want to do is I want to set this right here in the center. So that way, this is going to be pushed all the way that way, and this one can be pushed all the way that way on a double decker. I might push this room that way to do like a cobblestone or the stone generator stuff. But for now, I'm not 100% sure on that one. All right, so how we do this is that should be the pipe, that should be the chest, this should be the block breakers, and this should be the actual um whatchamacallit, right? Apparently, I do not have my dink out, so let's grab that. Okay, because I don't want to pick that stuff up. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that's 12 here, right? We only have one row complete for now, which is fine. I will get more as time goes on. We're gonna have to create like a system for smelting this stuff though, because that's an issue. Because I don't have a way of doing that yet, due to the fact that it's not able to be smelted in the foundry, right? So that is an issue that I don't think is too complicated to solve, but then again, I don't know. So we'll have to look into it. Okay. So let's put, because this is a weird one, right? So it's not just ice. This will be lava. And we can just do cobblestone for now. So we need to put lava here, I believe. Okay. And then this is going to be messy for a second here. I don't really know a way not to make this one messy. Okay. So let's grab our water sigil and just start running water here. Okay. And then let's grab our tank here. So this one, is that going to work? Okay, so that is how it's working. And then there is a light right there. Or no, there's nothing left in my... Okay. Oh, this stuff is actually lava proof. This armor? So I don't have anything that prevents fire. Alright. Anyway, let's... I actually need to cover up here. I don't really care about the other spot. The lava stops flowing. I'm pretty sure all of the water probably got turned into stone. Yeah. Or the equivalent of stone. We can replace that. That's not difficult. Let's just knock this middle out. You can see that we are already generating a whole bunch of end things. We'll need block breakers and stuff soon. I think what we can do is quickly just make a hole here so the water flows in this rather than everywhere else. Okay. And that should... Okay, it's not going to work that way. That's okay. Let me get the other side set up here. So we're going to do that. And then I'll make a little basin here for the lava. I won't place the lava yet because we need to actually place the other blocks under. And then we'll be good. All right. So let me get those, which will be quite a bit. So I'll be back in a while. Alrighty, so we're going to get into something else here. I went ahead and made a few things off camera, which is the pattern grid, which is this recipe, a crafting monitor, which is this recipe here at the bottom, a diamond crafter, which is a gold crafter, an iron crafter, and then just a normal crafter. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to set up some patterns just so we can start getting a little bit further into this pack. And this is going to be a very big point in this pack, for me at least, because I will be automating a lot of things using refined storage, because you can do a lot of automation with refined storage. So we're going to place this down, And if you don't know how this works, first things first is you need a pattern grid. We're just going to place this bad boy right here, right? And above that, we're going to place the crafting monitor. And first, we need to get some patterns. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do JEI synchronize two-way. And then we're going to look up pattern. And it is this pattern right here. Okay. So we actually need to craft this before we can do anything. So let's walk over here. Let's grab some quartz enriched iron. So it looks like we also need to make some quartz enriched iron while we're at it here. So let's make 2. Let's go here. Let's throw these in there. Okay, let's do that. And then we'll press recipe on this, and we'll do that. Okay, and then you just come over to this crafting monitor, or this crafter. I don't know why I just said crafting monitor, crafting grid, and you can just throw these patterns in here. Once these are in your inventory, this isn't a good example. You can see that there is just a pattern, right? If you hold shift while in your inventory, it will display the item. That's why this one doesn't really work, because it's a pattern with a pattern of a pattern, right? So the crafting monitor will actually tell you the state of which the crafting is. So if you had a more complicated automation system, it would show you kind of, hey, this is where we're stuck at. This is where we currently are. And that's kind of why you'd want that, right? And there are plenty of different grids in here that you can mess with and all of that fancy jazz. So, yeah. But that's kind of our basic step of automation for right now. We can come in here, we can look at pattern. We can craft, let's say like 32 of these. Start. This will go pretty quickly. We can throw those in there. So yeah, that is our first little bit of automation. I have a few of these. I made the pattern grid last, so that is hence why I have not completed the actual crafting or crafter quest. But we can do that pretty quickly here. I don't know why we got a crafting upgrade, but I guess we can use that later. We also have 64 patterns from that. We'll just throw 32 in here. Alrighty. And then, let's see here. I think what I want to automate really quickly here is wood, but I don't know if I have a way to do that. Actually, I do. Hold on. So item collector, right? This basic item collector. Let's craft this. Let's make it advanced, just so we have a little bit more filtering options. All right. So if we come over, I don't know where I want to do this. Honestly, um, hmm. Let's go downstairs here real quick. We're actually almost out of room over here too, because we're gonna expand that and probably put the stone generator there. I don't want to put a network receiver down here. Actually, let me think about it and I'll be right back with you. All right, so I think I'm gonna put it right here in a glass little case here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this down, and we are going to blacklist cobblestone. Actually, let's just do wood. Hold on. So wood log. So let's grab an oak log here. Let's come over here. Let's do whitelist oak log. And we're going to shrink this down to a 1x1, which should be decent, right? We don't really need any other range. You can probably grab a demagnetization thing as well real quick here. Add simple. Okay, we don't really need a big one, so we'll just place this right under here with max range. And then we will place this stuff. Okay. And we'll need a dropper. Do we have like a different type of dropper? 12 round robin selected slots, drop 4 single. That sounds complicated. See if we can make one here real quick. Old industrial wood planks. Well, I can't say I have the ability to make that. So let's just do this. Let's do a timer. Do I have a timer of some sort? Pretty sure I have one floating around the base somewhere, but I don't know where it is of current, so. Okay, and then this middle one. Hope we need some of those. Another one of those. There we go. All right, so what we will do here is we'll come up. Oh, goodness. I need to, like. The reason I'm moving so fast is because I have rock candy on, by the way. It's just a trinket that makes your movement speed, like, super fast. But it's a little too fast, to be honest. All right, so let's build this up here. And let's go for. Actually, let's. I'm trying to, like, not mess this up, right? So let's actually knock this out for a second. I don't think I have a way to rotate that, so we'll do that. And then up top here, which I need, like, some building block. Use some cobblestone here, right? And what we will do is actually, let me be right back. Alrighty, so I made the factory dropper. This thing is interesting to say the least because right now I have this set to 32 items, right? And if I flip this lever, nothing happens. And the reason is because you actually need more or equal to 32 items for it to actually start dropping anything. Which I mean is cool, kind of annoying, but kind of cool. Because it doesn't really tell you that. So kind of just had to figure that out on my own a little bit, but that's okay. But now what this means is we can actually kind of start automating this, right? Because if I drop this, right? If I drop this, which means that I need to take the cobblestone out of here. Okay, let's just take that, throw this in here. If I drop this stuff, this would not be picked up until it turns into wood, right? So that is kind of what we're going for here. This would basically be an automatic wood thing, and this redstone signal can actually just be turned on permanently, and it will drop every time it has more than or equal to 32 cobblestone, right? So this will take a second here, but sooner or later it'll turn into wood. We can then export this into the system, which will probably make a drawer for. I don't think, oh, I do have a drawer over here for it. But then we can export that into the drawer and have a full drawer or close to full drawer of wood. So that's kind of what we're going for here. Let's grab a storage drawer upgrade here. I don't think I have this on the wood thing. So we'll be quick, throw that on there. And then I think if we make a crafter, so crafter, and if you control click when you're missing items, you will actually be able to craft enough of those. Of course, you'll probably need to do that for two things because I forgot the machine casing requires that. That's okay. Okay. That will actually get us a quest reward for the requestify or the requester as well. The requester, yeah, it says keeps the filtered items slash fluids in stock with the desired amount. And I think if we set this down here, we can look at this here. We'd want to request. I think if we take this over here, I'm not 100% sure how this functions. But if I were to test some things, right? So let's go crafter. Let's go over here. Let's go here. I think the refined storage wrench might be a good option here. Might be able to rotate this. Okay. And then we probably put a pattern in here. This thing's got an ugly name. That's okay. We'll grab a cable, which needs to be ran. Let's just go this way. That's fine. We'll take out some of the floor. The cabling won't be the best, but it's going to be mostly under the floor, so we won't see it for the most part, but sometimes we will. That's just inevitable kind of thing. So, all right, then we'll run it down here. All right. And then I don't think I have any cable on me, actually. That's fine. Go grab some here. Let's teach this thing how to make some, because I am tired of having to make tons of different things for a single cable. We will have to make glass sooner or later. That's probably going to be one of the next things we work on, is automating cobblestone to gravel, gravel to, what is it? Gravel to sand, and then sand to glass. Probably make like a stoneworks type of thing. I think we can work on that, soon. All right, so we got this. Let's throw these patterns in here, and let's go for some cable. Let's just go for a stack. That shouldn't be too long. All right, and we'll throw this cable stuff down all the way over here to this crafter. And I really do need stone because I don't have any. So this is going to be unpatched for a little bit here, just because I don't have any at all. I might have some in here, but not really enough to matter. Let's see. I got like 188. I mean, that's not the most, but I guess we could definitely patch up the floor a little bit here. Let's go down here. Do that. If we grab a iron nugget real quick. We can make some covers and make a hollow cover to cover this up. Not that. Oh yeah, it's because I don't have the magnet, the demagnetization thing. All right, I don't know what happened to that cover, but it did not come with that cable, so that's cool. All right, and this should be lit up, right? So let's take out this cable here. Put a cover. Actually, hold on. Okay, and then we put the cover here, that there, and that looks better. Okay, we can patch that up, and we're just gonna leave this as is for right now. But we can definitely see everything that's happening. We'll need to get an exporter real quick. Let's actually just, I believe it's an exporter. I always get these wrong, as I say, every time I have to make them. So we'll see if I'm wrong or if I'm right. We're going to make a few things here. That right there. All right, we'll just toss these in here. We might need to make an importer, but that's fine. We'll put this in our inventory to get a quest, and that in our inventory to get another quest. We got a diamond furnace. Cool. We can make an emerald furnace with that. And I'll show you guys how to get like furnace stuff up and going in a little while. Let's take out this cover here, which I think if you just shift click with the wrench, yeah, and we can shift click and just destroy it, I guess. Apparently you can shift click with the one thing but not the other. Okay, and then export wood. Okay, no, so that is the wrong thing. We need an importer. Man, I'm going to get that right sooner or later, but I doubt it's going to be in this lifetime, right? Okay, so importer. Let's go here. Man, they just really wanted to make this complicated. Especially for importers. Goodness gracious. I have to go through like 5 stages of grief just to get the importer. Why do I have a speed upgrade? I think I got it. But yeah, you can throw those into the crafters to make them faster. So let's just do that anyway. Alright, craft up an importer. Oh. Um what was the filtered import cable? Probably need to grab that, right, to get the quest done. I am trying to get the quest marked off so we don't have to worry about them in the future. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Stack upgrade, that is decent. Okay, so we got some stuff that's actually usable. All right, we're knocking off quests here as well, which is fine. All right, we'll put that there. We'll put wood, and we'll throw a stack upgrade in here so it just pulls stacks. Let's turn on whitelist mode. There we go. And that should be complete. Let's take out this cable real quick so we can put this back. All right. And then that should be a complete thing. So if we come over here and we look for a new pattern, because we need to create this, but we're going to do cobblestone 32 set equals 32 logs. Create that, and we'll throw this in here. And we should be able to do only craftables, wood, or just log, right? And we should be able to craft 64 logs, turn around, and see that this is probably not pushing into that inventory. It is, but it is not dropping. All right, let's hop up here real quick. All right. So that should, I think it needs like a pulse then. So let's throw a timer on here. Let's just set this right here, do this, and we'll set it to like every 15 seconds. Actually, no, let's go every 5 seconds. That shouldn't be too bad. 3. We'll bite the bullet and go 3. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. But that means that this will pulse, it'll open, and you can see that we should have the ability to throw 64. This should deposit, and a few seconds later it should deposit the rest. And then if we look over here, we have 1515. In a second, or in a few seconds, we should have 64 more, right? Any second now. This is going to be a slow process, by the way. There you go. But we won't really run out of wood, because what I can do is I can come over here and let's just throw a requester. We'll throw this on the ground right here, right next to the cable, and we will say wood 2048 items, ignore redstone signal. And this should prompt the system to say, hey, I need more, right? Let's throw this to normal. Let's look at log. You can see that, yes, we still have that 1579 in here, but it's going to start crafting until we have 2048, which is the size of a normal drawer. So yeah, you can see this is dropping a ton of cobblestone. but it's also calculating how much it needs to actually make that amount, right? I don't know if this will actually make over or if it will make exact because it is like 32 per, right? We could drop this down significantly if we really wanted to. But for now, I think we're fine. So let's go tech. No, it's storage. I want to get rid of this pen, right? And this is just going to start getting stuff done here. We look over here, you can see that we are up to 1,963, and we will build up until we get that amount. And this apparently, this requester actually has room for more. So we could probably use this requester to request like glass, sand, gravel, all of that stuff because I do want to have some of that stuff on back order. So I will definitely look into that in an episode or two. All right, so yeah, so it shot over, but that is okay with me because we have enough storage to hold that much and more because I threw that um, tier 5 upgrade in there. So that is awesome. Alrighty. I think we are going to wrap up the episode here for today. In the upcoming episodes, we're probably going to get into a little bit more automation, and then sooner or later, we probably will get to the Twilight Forest. But I don't see that happening currently, just because I want to start getting automation. I want to start getting just a lot of different things done, so we don't have to worry about them or like pause in an episode to make sure that we are able to um, you know, make something. We just know that we can make it kind of thing. So that will be awesome. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome. Bye bye.